Okay, so if you want to set up your own tent, under this walnut tree is the best place because of the shadow, or under the vineyard. Now let's check the room. So I have 2 inflatable beds and 2 blankets for you guys. If you're setting up a tent, there are cushions for the floor right here, also for the beach. If you go to the beach, you can use this. Here's the pump for the beds and the water floats. If you need, you know, if you like to sleep on a harder bed, you can always take the pump and pump it a little bit. Extra tent, umbrella, earplugs if you can't sleep well, power bank, extra Urbana card for the bus, key to the room, my book, Formula One, a book about history of Formula One if it rains, but I would recommend that you go to the caves of Postojna, which are only about 50 kilometers away. Biggest cave system in Europe. If it happens that it rains, you should do that. Here are some catalogs. 2 years ago, river rafting costs 45 euros per person. Here are some distances to the capital cities. If you want to add your place, you can do that. I had guests who stayed for like 3 days, and then after 2 days they left, I don't know, to the mountains. And then when they came back, they asked me, can I set up a tent? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? No problem. You can do that too. This is if the candle gets too low, you grab the match and you light up the candle. This is how you open the cooler, like this. Ashtray. It always has to be on top of this so that this doesn't get blown away by the wind when you wash the dishes. Extra shoes for the water because of the stones. I highly recommend them. Otherwise your feet are going to really hurt because of the stones in the river. This is how you open the water. This is how you close the water. If you want a little bit, you just open the pressure. You just open a little bit here and the water flows faster. Everything for the kitchen is right here. Trash can, solar light. You basically just open, turn on, and then basically you can take, and in the night you can hook it right here and you have light, or you can put it like on the table. For the bicycles, it's 076 to unlock. This one has the key. Please don't lose the key. The red bicycle has a back paddle brake. If you run out of water, you can always take this can. Some bathing suits for you guys. This is also the hanger for your stuff. The water is really clean and fresh from the pipe. Let me show you. I'm showing you just in case. I'm here every day to fill up the water, but just in case I'm showing you this. So basically you take this can, with the left hand you close the pipe, you pour the can into this hole all the way up. Basically you fill out this, and then basically you start pumping, and then the pressure will take the water from below, and you'll have water. And then you have to place this plastic bag on top so that, you know, the rain doesn't come and it doesn't rust. The water is nice and clean. I had it tested. I wouldn't drink it because I bring fresh water every day and I put it into the cooler together with ice. Now let's check the bathroom. So the water system is the same. You just open here, and then through this tube you take a shower, and then once you're done you just pour, you know, the excess water into this hole right here. You pour the water. Please don't spill the water, you know, put it into the hole. Just in case you do that, behind the window there's a towel, so you can just use that towel. You can also help yourself with this. You can put water inside and then pour, you know, like slowly. There's the toilet. I have some paper. You know, if you use, you know, toilet several times, you can put some paper on it if you don't want to like see your own you know, stuff. I change the bags regularly, but you know, in case it gets too full for you, you always have the extra one here and you can change it yourself, and then the dirty stuff goes here outside into this dirty bucket. But that's basically my problem, so don't worry about it. Some extra shampoo, some paper, some toilet paper right here. If you don't like my system, you can always take the bicycles and go to the campsite after the bridge. There's a campsite on the left side. They have open showers. You can take a shower there, but you know, none of my guests complained. They all took a shower here. But I would recommend that you do it in the late afternoon, you know, because the heat from the sun, the summer sun, you know, heats up the water. And basically that's it. You know, in the next video I'm going to show you, you know, with the water floats, the explanation for the water floats. But let me just say for Rashica Hill, that's my recommendation. You know, it says amazing views. So basically from here, if you walk from here, it's 2 hours. You just basically follow the river, and on the right side you can see a hill called the Rashica. The explanation is on the table how you get there. You can see entire Slovenia, and I would highly recommend it. I do it in like 1 hour, so you guys, if you're out of shape and if you take it slowly, you can do it in like 2, but you can do it in 1 too.